Patient case study number 9. So this one talks about a 44-year-old male. You guys can read his symptoms that you have there and then put into your own words about this particular patient on the bottom of your chart. So once again, that first column is Mr. Rollins that you have on that chart. He is your control patient, which means that everything within his urinalysis is normal. And we're going to compare this patient number 9 to Mr. Rollins to see if any of the lab work is different. So we are going to start off with a little bit on his color and clarity. So I've taken a sample, I've put it into a little tube for you. So there is our sample of number 9 for you. So a little bit lighter possibly. Look through it. Is it clear? That would be your clarity, as opposed to, does it have any type of turbidity to it? Is it foggy? Is it cloudy? You should be able to see kind of through that. So that goes through your color as well as clarity for your data chart. Next on your data chart, we want to go through and look at our pHs. So within the pH, you're looking at the two bottom things that I have there. So we have a normal pH, 0 to 14, and then we get a little more specific. So I'm going to take that sample number 9. I'm going to add a little bit of urine right to the strip of paper for that. Normal. And that's about what we see there. And then I'm going to take that same urine and we'll zero in on them here a little bit more in a moment. And I'm going to use the more exact paper with that. So what you guys should be able to see is that my first type of pH paper, 0 to 14, that's the color that I have. Match it up with a specific number. You can go halves on it if you can fit it in between those two colors somewhere. My next type is also pea hydrogen paper. So now we're going between 5.5 and 8.0 on that. So figure out where you want the pH to be. Both those numbers will go under pH in your data chart for control patient number 9. Next up, we have our 3 chemical tests that we are doing. So in front of you, we have Mr. Rollins' glucose test and patient number 9 glucose test. So this is the one that with Benedict solution added to the urine. It's been on a hot water bath for about 5 minutes and just got pulled. Remember, Mr. Rollins is normal. His normal is the same color as the Benedict's when it got mixed with the urine. Patient number 9, however, we are now this particular color. So fill in on your data chart what that represents. When we look at our last 2 tests for Rollins as well as patient number 9 going across the top, Mr. Rollins, the first is your protein. There's my test patient protein, so number 9 protein. Same thing with chlorides. So Rollins is negative for chlorides. If it was positive, it would actually turn white. It's actually a white precipitate that will form in there. So we know Rollins is negative, which means that when we look at patient number 9, we also don't see that white precipitate. So that should help you guys fill in your data chart. The only thing left that you guys have is to go through and look at your microscopic view for patient number 9 underneath your slides. You'll cut and paste or copy and paste and put that right into your data chart as well. From there, you go through and make an analysis of what patient number 9 possibly could have wrong based on his urine data.